guys, it's a pleasure to finally welcome you to this new, I should call it serious video, where I will basically cover several weapons, including those that you want me to use and the ones I like the most. This time I'm going to use the Bewitched Alonne sword, which is, among the other katanas, the most difficult to use, in my opinion. The sword is good in many ways. It has the same qualities and a few more flaws than the other katanas, but before talking about this sword in detail, I have to show you my build. So the build this time is a classic meta level build at soul level 150. I decided to run this build because I had the intention to show you more variety of players, and that means more variety of playstyle, and because probably a build at this level is more interesting for you to play. So this is just a normal meta build. Got 50 in vigor, essential to survive longer in fights, 35 in endurance, enough to being, aggressive, and always I've managed to have enough stamina to dodge a fatal attack, for example. Vitality and attunement I keep to minimum. Since the attack of this weapon is not very high, I rather use Flint Ring with this build to have a nice damage boost. 10 attunement is the minimum to use the one spell, in this case a cure. 22 in strength to wield this weapon on hand. 14 dex for the damage and 21 adaptability. For the rings, I'm using the Tear Dragon ring, Agape ring, and Flint ring. The life ring in this scenario is pretty useful because you can switch it with our ring once you have infused the weapon with the self buff. I recommend you to switch this ring with the Clarity ring or the old Lee ring for the just damage boost. For the weapon, obviously I use the Bewitched Alonne sword, Hunter's black bow only in case, Monastery scimitar as a pairing tool, and the Cleric's sacred chime for the miracle cure.
Let's introduce this weapon properly. Let's start with the one-handed moveset. The RBs are composed by a horizontal sweep followed up by a vertical sweep. They are pretty fast and pretty good as an opening move in a fight. The lack of poise damage, which means that against an opponent who has a good poise using this move, will be very dangerous. In a trade, the person with the highest poise wins. In most cases, will be your opponent. The RTs consist of a thrust and then sweep. The first move is really good to catch people off guard while they try to roll away, or when they think they are off range. Actually, this first move has a really good range. Then the follow-up has a good horizontal range that can hit opponents who are standing next to you. A good technique is to use the first attack as a bait, wait for your opponent to get close, and then go with the second RT. The rolling attack consists of a horizontally sweeping common for all the katanas. The timing for this attack is perfect to strike opponents by surprise. It is a perfect opening move or a finisher to catch people while panic roll. Later on in the video I show you some good example. The running attack are the exact same as the other katanas. It's fast, got a lot of range and phantom rage well buffed. It's really good as an opener and as a finisher. This move is the reason why so many players use katanas. You can really defeat an opponent with this attack and light attacks. It's the most common move of this weapon. The timing is great for catch people off guard and in the middle of a roll. The horizontal range allows you to hit in basically all directions. The hits can be directed well while on lock. I suggest removing the lock every time you perform this attack. The range of this weapon is good to catch more than one opponents. That means against a gank is particularly useful. But watch out for the spam and for the stamina consumption. RTs consists of an overhead move like the one of the Berserk's blade, then follow up by a sweeping heavy. This combo is the most devastating in your arsenal and shall be used to inflict severe damage on your opponent. The best way to close this combo is to throw a bait to the opponent, such as, for example, a light attack or a running attack, and then use the heavy immediately after. The first heavy is difficult to land, so for example you can use it as a bait to land a sweeping heavy. Use your overhead as a bait, wait for your opponent to get close, and then go for the second heavy. The rolling attack is like the claymore overhead. In my opinion, this move sucks. I don't find it useful under any circumstances, and more than that, it's difficult to pull out, so I won't use it many times. The running attack are the exact same as the other katanas. It's fast, got a lot of range, and phantom rage well buffed. It's really good as an opener and as a finisher. This move is the reason why so many players use katanas. You can really defeat an opponent with this attack alone. The parry is replaced by a self buff. Basically, you thrust the sword into your midsection, causing bleed to build up and damaging yourself for 500 HP, in addition to lose some weapon durability. The buff lasts approximately 30 seconds after the character pulls the sword out. Unfortunately, the lingering Dragon Crest ring does not increase the duration of the buff. Now it's time to move on to the actual gameplay. I will talk over my clips, I will comment the duels and the strategy that I used. Here, for example, we have a little fella mage. Against a mage I will always be aggressive, careful but aggressive. Try to stop his spells. Here we are with a 20 beast into a 130 stance swapping and a backstab as a finisher. You can already tell by the looking of this guy that he's not a pro player. What is he doing? Here I just try to to go for an easy kill, didn't work well. I'm looking for his equipment and I immediately know what to do. Bait and then immediately parry. I don't go with a riposte because katanas are not very good for that. I rather go for the two-handed tattoos. You can already tell by the looking of your opponent that again is not a really good PvP player. I just show you this clip for show you the problem with the one-handed move against a high poise opponent like that. You see that? I hit him but didn't break his poise, so he just keep attacking. This error actually I committed so much time. It's not easy to know, to understand the poise break points. Here I don't have anything special to say. It's just normal. Try to shoot a parry, but it didn't work. Actually, the time for parrying the maces are complicated. Here, just go for a spam. You see, this RBs got so much range, so much horizontal range, and they fell. In this clip, guys, I will finally use the self buff of the sword to show you the damage boost. Again, stance swapping. It's pretty funny to use. It's not, it's like a pro player move, but it's just funny to use against opponents. clearly don't know what to do in this situation. Um, this fight, well, I have nothing special to say again. I just try to bet him for a parry. I watch out for the damage because, as you see, he's not very good. Here I go for the self buff kill. You can actually hit your opponent by doing that. So here again, running attack for as a finisher. Now, this clip I just want to show you guys that going for the self buff could be pretty dangerous. Um, this is one of the reasons I really don't like it. You know, 500 HP are so much for me for a buff. Going for a buff, you just, you know, take some times. You are in hurry to kill your opponents before the buffs run off, so it makes you pressure. That means um, it makes you not concentrating in the fight. So for me is not, and there you see it, you just I run out of the time of the buffs, and I don't see the beneficial part of this. Get a little backstab from nowhere. Do not panic in this situation, you have to stay focused. And then you see there's just a bit of lag. Now, this guy, you already know what to do. When you see a sword, you have to go for a parry. You know, when your opponent has a sword, he's gonna spam the RB, so go for it, go for a parry. Throw a bait, wait, parry. Now, this fight is pretty interesting. When I see player like this, you know, a lot of buffs, the gauntlets, I don't remember the name, but you know, makes almost every hit a counter attack. I just feel quite scary of this build because, yeah, spamming miracles always. Spamming these miracles are harder to dodge, so be careful when you see someone like this. As I say before, against a mage, against a speller, you have to be aggressive. Do not let them cast. I see the damage. I'll be more confident in myself, so I'm trying to be more aggressive here. Try to block his spells. Actually, when you go for the running attack, I suggest you to use the lock. As you see before, I missed completely this guy. Here again, I try to unlock. Let's see if I can hit him. It's working pretty well. Spam, magic, go for a running attack and finish him off. Now, this situation is quite boring for me because the Phantom NPC it's truly a monster. Their damage output is not so good, but when they backstabs you, they will destroy you. I can assure you that. In this situation, well, I'm waiting for the right point, for the right moment. But you see there's a bit of lags. Well, now I really don't know what to do again. I'm quite scary. In situation like this, I always wait to return to my world, because you know, fighting against leggy opponents is boring as hell. You know, I don't find it fun. But I show you this clip just because, well, um, this is what Dark Souls 2 is like, on PC. Actually, it's pretty laggy. When it was on PS4, this lag wasn't an option actually. Did you see that the delay? Well, I'll let you for the rest of the fight actually watch this. The Phantom, that Phantom has a tracking incredible, is really incredible. By the way, the rest of the clip is just me try to take him down, chasing him for all over the map. So I'll let you watch the rest of the clip. Now again, in this clip we will go with the self-buff of the sword to see if actually can do some damage against a great shield. The shield has 100% of physical defense. So as you see, just in a moment, I think I will hit his shield. Don't go for the jumping attack with this with katanas, as you see are pretty bad. And did you see the buff doesn't have a magic boost damage, so against a 100% physical defense shield, it's not a good idea to go with this katana. Actually, go for a guard brick. With the offhand is when you're ending the weapon, the guard brick is not so fast, and then you see he just commits suicide. Yeah, this clip was cut because the other player was only spamming S, so just boring to show. In this clip I want to show you the strategy against a player who spam magic. I wait for him to spam all his magic, all his spells to let them finish his stamina, and then can attack him. Go for the RTs, didn't work. I wait for my stamina to refill. I wait him for the exact same. There you go. This moment it was perfect because I predict his roll and then I go for the RB as a finisher. With this clip, guys, I want to show you the importance of have some stamina. So to always have some stamina, because it can make you go down pretty quickly if you don't manage your stamina well. This guy is clearly, you see, fat roll, that type of weapon. My controller died. Here it hit me, but I managed to get up, get a rolling attack, a jumping attack, try some fancy things, and then go for the RTs because I know he finished his stamina off. Finally, with this clip I can talk of ganks. Now, in a situation like this, you have to be careful and always wait for the perfect moment to go for an attack. As you see there, I try to watch out for these two guys. Always have an eye on the twos. Never have on screen only one of them. Just be careful. Don't spam your attack, wait for the perfect moment, bait him, and remember, every hit you do on the Phantom, he can't heal himself without a spell. So try to be aggressive as you can against the Phantom. If you manage to take down the Phantom, the host will be in serious danger and will panic. Switch to a fastest weapon to kill him. Here I want the parry. When you see that sword, I know he's gonna for the RT 130 RTs actually. So I want the parry. But for some reason didn't got him. Here again I wait for his roll. I try some fancy moves. Still it's not a problem. I have the situation under control. Here again bait, go for the parry, got him, and there I fucked up the switching. The switching I feel very bad, and then I see that. Well, things goes like this so many times. At first glance, I was thinking that this opponent was really good on to PvP, so I was quite careful. And then you see that I stand swap into the one-ending moveset with the hit. I did not break his poise because he's wearing a lot of armor, so yeah, you have to be careful. I was quite careful. I was quite scary about this guy because when the parry didn't get him, I don't think he saw that, and he timed his attack. I don't think that, but actually, you see, he's not very into PvP, but he's pretty good. Go for the when you see heal, go for the punish. Always. Wait for a parry, but didn't get him. And then you see that as was a really nice rolling attack finisher. It works really well against an opponent who has two big ass sword. You have to be really careful, but you can easily bait him into parrying like this. First bait, wait for the second attack, and then go for the parry. It works pretty well, practically always. And now the illusion weapon works well, and then again the rolling attack when ended as a finisher. Our two belows duo has returned to the sword again against a gank like this. Timing is everything. Wait, you see they are very aggressive. You have to wait for their attack and then punish that. As you see that when he take his sword to end, he break my I didn't break his poise even with the sword to end it. So be careful. The right moment to attack a player who has so much armor and a bigger weapon is always to wait his first attack and then go for it. And here I have no clue what is going on. I think that guy want to run away to heal, but you see in a moment what happened. I feel so pity for him. Now, this guy is in panic. He can even attack. He just try to roll away. He's probably waiting for his friend to come back and resummon him, but I will not let him do it. Just go for the ironic attack. They are very good to take down our opponents. They are fast and strong. And here I think he was summoning his friend, but he died. I'm sorry. I see in the distance this damn phantom, NPC phantom. This guy is not so bad. He's not he can backstep you, so it's good. Here I just want to understand my opponents, try some fancy moves, see an opportunity, and immediately go for the RTs. The damage output is incredible. I really love it. And in the next area, oh, a triple gang, and immediately gets hits. Go for it, I don't care. Oh, actually, there are only 2 guys. Oh, sorry, my bad. In this situation, I like to remain with high HP. If you're running out, um, the other guys they will try to cut you down, so you have to be careful to your HP always. Here I try the bow. Actually, it's really useful because you can hit your opponents so many times they do not expect to use the bow, so go for it. Here I was thinking to concentrate against the host, but instead the phantom remains in this area, so I go for him. Bye bye. Heal. Yes, now I remember well. This poor guy again. He see his phantom dies and then oh, cut down the power, drove the PC away. Probably smashing the controller on the table. Another big ass sword, Raime cosplay. Not bad. I love that sword. So I decide to go for the self buff. Switch the life ring for the currency. Here I try. There you go. The tracking of the secondary 2 like this is very good. Try for a backstep. Didn't work. The RBs actually are very good to take down your opponents after a running attack. RT for the finish. Yeah, big ass weapon and so much of armor. So go for the 2 moves. You see that there. Actually, you can direct very well the secondary 2s and the secondary Ts. They are very good when your opponents just roll to your back. And there again, the horizontal range of the RBs are very good. Here is the R2. Wait. I usually don't get furious when I play just spam here. I just try to kill him in the fastest way as I can. Here again, the RTs smash me to the ground. Here I missed the RTs. Go for the backstep. The damage, the backstep damage is not very good. I try for the rolling attack to end it, but as you see, it's not very good again. And roll catch with the RBs. This guy summoned NPC Phantom, so I have to watch out for him. Here you see a perfect spacing. It's a really good technique in this game. Actually, you wait for your opponent to attack, and then you try to stay the more close as you can as his weapon. But if you get caught, you can perform a hit like you do. Here I wanna retry the self buff to see how much damage I can pull off. And this guy use against me a pretty good technique. He's waiting. He's waiting to, I don't know, he was switching the weapon, so I switched the buffs too. It was I don't care about this seriously. I rather um, play with someone longer. And here, did you see that he tricks me into thinking he was going for the rolling attack, and he got me really good. So it's just to show you that even me can imagine what's going on inside that someone said. So I always try to be more intelligent onto your opponent. Here, once more times against a sword and a shield. These players, I've seen so many players like this. They just go for the light attack. RBs until the staminas go down. They are dangerous because I usually be aggressive, but they are even more aggressive than me. So you have to be careful in this situation. I usually go for a bait. You know, like this. I try to parry them, but this time just don't work well. Again here, I think I try to space. Yes, I try to space his attacks, but didn't work well. Here again, bait and parry didn't work. This rolling attack, back his shield, his poise, and then go for the Artis as a finisher. You see, this moves got so much range. It feels very good to hit an opponent like this. This poor guy was just trying to farm something, but it was pretty nice. When you see that sword, I know the type of a great sword. I usually try to go for a parry, because people, there you go, with this move, people really go only with this move. That's it's pretty predictable, so go for a parry. But here, he switch his weapon with the fastest one, and I know immediately what you want to do. When someone switch their weapon, they want to attack, so go for the parry always. Now, this situation, I don't like this situation at all, because probably these two are friends, and I can say that because the red immediately wants to fight me, and the other guys, he was just waiting for the right moment. I can really tell you that you have to be careful. For you see, the host was trying to get over me, probably to backstab me. So I try to. You see, I don't trust the host. I never trust the host. Actually, this guy. There you go. The red is pretty lagging, and the host just came out to take me from behind, but it didn't work well for him. Actually, the red is not really a problem, because his damage output is not so great. So I was taking care of the host, because the sword that he has is most dangerous compared to what the red is doing. I just want to take down the red first, because without the red, the host will be defenseless. So for our first time, the rolling attack works well. Here again, alone the host is not a problem. RB comes for the finisher. Now, against players who's using a rapier, I suggest you to be careful because that kind of weapon are so strong. People tend to spam the light attack, so you can you can throw a parry, or you can throw a bait and then a parry. Works pretty well sometimes. Um, Against conscious players like this one, he know what is going on, so as we shoot to end it, to end the move, then here backstab, and then RB's running attack as a finisher. Works pretty well. Fighting an Avel is always fun. He's got so much poise, you have to be careful at every hit. Try some fancy move, throwing some normal attack to see his reaction. Actually, he's going all out when I get close to him. Some spacing, some good spacing, waiting for his move. Try to be aggressive. I want to see how many it can throw before the stamina goes down. Punish the Estus. Some spacing. His stamina run out, I can catch him while rolling. Again, punish the Estus. Go for the tracking of the second R2s. As you see, it's very incredible. And then stun swapping for the finisher. RBs, RTs. Now, this type of players are not aggressive. They just take up their shield and does nothing for the rest of the fight. They let their phantoms do the hard work. You have to be careful against a Iron Twin Blade. The damage output is very good. So try don't throw away your stamina like this. Take every opportunity that you have to inflict the more damage that you can. Here I failed the running attack. Get hits, but it's okay. I got the situation nice. As you see, the running attack are really good. Now this guy, I want the parry. Try for it. He didn't get bait, so I was running on low HP. Here gets saved. Punish the cure. Here was I was quite scared, so I rather go for a fastest weapon. Punish his move. He's pretty panicking because he want me death. He really want my ass, but he can't. He wait for so long, for too long. And finally, this is the last clip of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments what you think about this new kind of videos. If you like, if you enjoyed, listen to my advice. Actually, this video lasts for too long, in my opinion. I want to make it shorter. I think it's better. It can suit my expectation better. So let me what you think in the comments. And for the rest, I think this weapon is really great. Is in my end didn't shine so bright, but I think it's not an S tier weapon, but an A tier, maybe a B plus tier. I don't know. By the way, guys, I salute you and thank you for everything you did. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.